fussing about? I know, sweet girl. I know. Oh, we're gonna come to you in a little bit. Everybody has to get used to everybody first. You sniffies? You like the sunshine? Yeah. Hi. What are you doing? You're such a good boy, Joey. What's that? Oh my goodness, are you playing? Are you trying to play? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Did you play with it? Come here. Hi. Are you doing yoga?
You've never seen it like this, have you?
I've never seen
Baby? Hi, what's going on with you?
Do you love her, Charlotte? I see you are sleeping together. Don't worry. Shh.
Oh,